So, do you have emergency cash? Greetings, Star Wars Stackers. How you doing? I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. We are in uncharted territory here, guys. Because of the COVID-19 virus, we are seeing entire governments shutting down, and we are starting to see panic setting in across the globe. We are seeing long lines at airports and different transportation hubs for screening purposes. The lines in grocery stores are becoming overwhelmingly crowded and ridiculously long. And some stores are closing their doors for an undetermined amount of time. There's no telling when they're going to open. And some of the stores that are open, when you do get inside, a lot of the shelves are looking like this, completely empty. And many of us who don't work from home are going to have to adapt. Like myself, I happen to be a teacher, so I'm going to have to start working from home and educate my class from home. Which brings me to being at home with our children. Being home for an extended period of time with our children is enough torture as it is, but having to work from home, make sure that they are learning from home and not killing each other, that's a totally other story. Now, many of us who are stackers consider ourselves to be preppers. However, it seems like a lot of us often overlook having cash, especially in small increments. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about how I stack cash for emergency situations and give you my opinions on what you should do. So as precious metal stackers, we do not really believe in stacking fiat. A lot of us believe that the majority of our wealth should be in the form of precious metals, silver and gold, to just name a couple. But if you look at the message boards on the different YouTube videos, people are basically saying, I don't keep a lot of money in the bank, and they don't trust the different banks and what have you. But in times like this, times of uncertainty, it is essential that you do have a stack of fiat currency. That way, if there's ever an issue when it comes to, let's say electricity being down, or the ATMs being basically depleted and they're not being restocked with cash. The reason that I am doing this video too is that I've been telling people all along that you need to prepare for any sort of event. I mean, if you guys have been watching my channel since the beginning, I did a video about bug out bags and things that you need to do to prepare for, I would say, a situation not quite like this, but basically a situation where our everyday lives basically get completely turned upside down, whether it be complete closures or lockdowns, quarantines, if you have to flee from wherever you live. But I do talk about the importance of having fiat, having cash, and as you can see here, I have it in different increments. I've got 20s, I've got 10s, I've got 5s, and the reason for this, guys, is mainly that if there is, like I said, a situation where you cannot access cash, you want to be able to have, what do you call it? You want to have exact dollar amounts. You want to be able to pay the exact amount that something is going for. There have been situations in hurricanes and what have you where people have needed bags of ice. I actually remember a comment that somebody left on one of my previous videos where they didn't have 1s and 5s. All they had were 20s and 50s, and they went to buy a bag of ice, and the person said that they couldn't make any change, and so they just bought themselves a bag of $20 ice. So my advice for all of you is that you should probably go to the ATM and take out some cash. It's up to you in terms of what dollar amount. I'm not going to tell you what amount you should or shouldn't take out of the bank. It depends on your situation, depends on your family. How many family members are there? I'm not saying that there's going to be a shutdown or something that's going to happen where the ATMs are going to be completely depleted of the cash within them. But we don't know. We are in uncharted territory right now. We have never, experienced something like this, not in our lifetimes. Maybe Yankee Stacking did. He was around since the Spanish flu. But he's probably not even going to watch this video. So I can say whatever I want about him. But, the thing is, guys, just like silver and gold, I've seen a lot of people talk about having silver in fractional amounts, you know, having constitutional silver in case of an SHTF situation, and that it's better for bartering and what have you. The same goes for fiat currency. And, you know, this may last a couple of months and you're just going to want to have it just in case, you know. I think the situation where we would have to use fractional silver and gold as a term in terms of currency would be if, you know, things were completely shut down and it was like apocalyptic, kind of like the Walking Dead type of stuff. Then, you know, then I can understand using silver and gold for trading. But in terms of like the immediate future and what we are experiencing right now, guys, cash is king. Actually, toilet paper is king. But definitely take out some cash, guys. And I would recommend, I wouldn't even get 50s, guys. I would recommend no more than, you know, $20 bill increments. So go 20s, 10s, 5s, get a lot of ones. You know, the stuff doesn't go bad. You know, once things turn back to being normal, then, you know, put it back in the bank. And then I would say, to make things easy, you know, get it yourself, you know, some envelopes, you know, just put the amount that you have, you know, in the envelope. So I would just take all this, you know, just put it in the envelope and then just write the dollar amount on the envelope right here. And as you spend it, you know, cross it off and just write it on the envelope, just as a way to keep track. But again, guys, I would really recommend just get yourself cash whenever you can, hang on to it, and you will at least have a, you know, more peace of mind that you have what you need. Actually, I should probably go through these and look at the serial numbers. You know, I know that's like a big thing, right? People doing serial number hunting. Look at my scatterbrain goes from doing a prepping video about stacking cash to serial number hunting, or whatever the heck you guys call it, looking for notes. I don't know. Star notes. Anyway, so guys, that's it. I would say, you know, stack your fiat in addition to your silver and gold, and be well. So Star Wars Stackers, that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please check out that video. This video was also awesome. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and long live the Empire.